Okay, so we're going to do a quick review of complementary and supplementary angle equations. So here we're not just finding the missing angles, we have a step before that because of the fact that we're given expressions in place of the angles. So our first example here, we want to write and solve an equation to find the missing angles. So we have an angle of 2x plus 46 and an angle of 3x minus 6. So those are expressions, not angle measures. So in order to write and solve our equation, I need to first decide, is this going to be a complementary or supplementary angle? Now, the fact that we see this little box here tells us this is a right angle, meaning it is complementary, and that they add up to 90 degrees. So I'm going to say 2x plus 46 plus 3x minus 6 will equal 90 degrees. So I've added each angle and set it equal to 90 degrees. Next, I can combine my like terms, so 2x plus 3x giving us 5x, and I can combine my constants, 46 minus 6 giving us 40. Now we're ready to start solving this equation. So I'm going to drop down my line. I can move over the constant by subtracting over the 40. That will undo our addition to give us 5x equals 50. We undo this multiplication with division by 5 on both sides, and we get x equals 10. Now we're not done here. We just got the value of x, but we still need to find the missing angles. So I'm going to go back into the angles. So for the first angle here, this 2x plus 46, I'm going to replace the x with 10. So 2 times 10 is 20 plus 46, giving us an angle measurement of 66 degrees. So there's my first angle. For the next one, I'm going to plug in 4x 10 again. And so 3 times 10 is 30. Minus 6 is going to give us 24 degrees. So first we're getting the value of x, which was 10, but that's not our angle measurement. We then have to go substitute back in to get the actual angle measurement. Now remember that we can check our answers by seeing, do they add up to the correct angle measurement of 90 degrees, right? We said this was complementary, so they should add up to 90 degrees. 66 plus 24 does in fact give us 90 degrees, so that checks out. Now we have another example here where we're going to write and solve an equation to find our missing angles. Now here I look at the fact that I have a straight line along the bottom, and so that's telling me that these are supplementary. So I know that I'm going to add those two angles together, so the 2x plus 3 and adding that to the x minus 6, and since it's supplementary, since it's a straight line, it's going to add up to 180 degrees. So now we're ready to combine our like terms. So we have 2x plus 1x to get 3x. And then 3 minus 6, watch those integer rules, that's going to give us negative 3. Now that we've combined our like terms, we're ready to solve. I'm going to add 3 to both sides to get rid of that constant. So I get 3x is equal to 183. And then we're going to undo that multiplication with division. So I divide both sides by 3, and I get x equals 61. Once again, that's not our final answer. That's just telling us the value of x. We then have to go back and substitute that value in to see what the actual angle measurement will be. So I plug in 61 in for x here. 2 times 61 is going to give me 122. And then I add 3 to get an angle measurement of 125 degrees. So that's our first angle here. Next, I'm going to do 61 minus 6. Nice and easy here. We're going to get 55 degrees. So what we're saying is that when we get to solve the equation, we get x equals 61, but then we substitute that back in to find our missing angle measurements. We can check this as well by seeing, does the angle sum up to 180, because we were saying it is supplementary because it is a straight line. And 125 plus 55 is in fact equal to 180, so these two angles do check out.